Hi everybody, this is the At Home Artist channel. I'm so glad you joined us today. Today's project is going to be a little STEAM inspired. So moms and dads out there trying to homeschool right now, getting your science and your math and your art in, this is the place for you. Today's project is inspired by sharks. So we are going to do an under the sea picture. We're going to learn how to draw a shark using two shapes. The two shapes you're going to need to know today are, what's this?
Circle.
Circle. We need a circle and we need a
Triangle.
triangle. If you can draw a circle and a triangle, you can draw a shark. Let's get started. Grab some oil pastels. If you don't have oil pastels, that's okay. Grab some crayons. Crayons have a wax or oil material in them similar to oil pastels. They'll do the same thing. We're going to use oil pastels. All right, so our two shapes, circle and triangle. This is what we're going to use. Here we go. Pick your oil pastel. You can use any color you want to, but let's just use one color right now. What color are you going to use? I'm going to use I'm going to make a purple shark. All right, so let's look at our shark here. What shapes do you see?
What shape do you see?
Well, if I look at my shark,
I look at my bunny.
all right, what shapes do we see? We've got to break it down. Can you hold this for me?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you look right here, oh, it's a bunch of triangles. I could do a line right here, because a triangle has how many sides? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we need 1, 2, and then we're going to draw a line right here, 3 for our body. So I'm going to take my oil pastel and I'm going to draw 1, and I'm pushing down real light right now. I'm not pushing real hard. 2, here, draw it small. Look, Everly, right here. You don't want it that big, okay? I'm not taking up my whole paper. I'm gonna leave lots of room. 2, 3. There's one triangle. That's my body. Okay, so we've got our body drawn. Now let's look at the face. This front part, this front part right here. Let's look at that.
Mama.
What shape? Everly, look, what shape? 1, 2, 3. That makes
Circle.
a triangle. So we're gonna use 2 triangles for the face. Get your oil pastel.
Mama, you want to draw an octopus?
Yeah, we can draw an octopus. After we draw a shark, we'll do an octopus. All right, so we're gonna come right here off of our body.
I would use this one.
Hey, use the same color, because this is all part of the shark. We're gonna come out in a point. There's one triangle, and now we're gonna do a squished triangle for the bottom jaw. Instead of 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's a triangle. Can you do yours, Everly? Come right here. Yes, you can. Watch. Start right here and go whoop, whoop. There you go. Now come right here and go whoop, whoop. Great job. All right. So we have our face and our body. What else do we need? That's right. We need tail fins and top fins and bottom fins and dorsal fins and all those fun things that I'm probably using the wrong terms. But fins. So, and what shape are fins? They're triangles. So let's draw some more triangles.
Mama.
Alright, I'm gonna come right here on the top of the back. I'm gonna use this part for a part of my triangle, and I'm gonna come out. There's one. There's two. Everly, come draw your fins. Alright, and then I'm gonna do one big triangle on top of my body.
Mommy.
And one on the bottom.
Mommy, get markings.
And then most sharks actually have some little smaller fins right here. So we're gonna draw a little smaller fin. Smaller fin. All right, now, before we color this all in and really make it look like a shark, we need to draw our eye. And just one eye, because sharks, their eyes are on the sides of their head, kind of like our ears. So sharks' eyes are here, not here. So that means if I'm drawing the side, I only see one eye. What shape is the eye? This is where our circle comes in. Let's draw a circle. One circle. And we can use a different color, pastel. I think I'm going to use black. And I'm going to draw one circle. Don't color it in, just draw your circle. All right, now take your body color and color it in. Really fancy with yours, you can always pick another shade in the same family. Like I would probably pick a slightly darker purple or maybe a lighter purple, I don't know, in the same family. And you could go along and make the top part of your shark a little bit darker, because nothing in nature is just one color. I know what you're saying, but the eye is white. No, we're not gonna leave it white. We're gonna take our black and we're gonna color it in, and we're gonna leave just a little bit of white. Now, just that little bit of white is what makes him, look. He's looking somewhere. So let me get my white. I can always go back. Okay, so now we have our shark. We've done our two-tone just to give it some character. Now it needs teeth, because sharks have big, pointy, teeth. So what shape are our teeth? They're triangles. Get you a color, any color. Stop, please. Any color will be fine. I'm going to use black. And I'm going to come down in my open mouth and do triangles all the way down the top and all the way down the bottom.
Mama, I'm here to help me.
Right here, sweetie. Right here. Now you're going to do it. Come right here. Go up and down, all the way. You can do it. There you go. Now come back up. Yep, just like that. Good job. That's good. Alright, so one more thing. We want to put our gills on. So right here on the side with a black or some other bold color.
Mama,
just come through.
I did it.
I see that. 1, 2, 3, and now your shark is complete. But we're not finished with our picture because he needs to be somewhere. Where do we find sharks? Do sharks live on land or in the water?
Water.
In the water, but there might be a seabed. So let's take a brown. I'm gonna lay it on its side, and again, it's just like working with a crayon. Very lightly.
He going to art.
I'm gonna make my sea floor.
Mama, he going to art.
I'm gonna make my seafloor right here.
Mine.
Yeah. So we have our seafloor. And what kind of things do we find in the bottom of the ocean? We might find seaweed or shells. Okay, so we might want to draw a shell, which again is just a circle. We might draw some little tiny fish. Go sit down, please. You can use any color greens you want.
Hey, stop that!
And I'm gonna put some seaweed. My shark's gonna be hiding in the seaweed. Look, see how I drew the seaweed on top of the shark? That makes it look like he's behind it. Okay, so I'm just gonna do some seaweed. Yeah. Again, I can do as much detail as I want. I can add some little fish up here.
Now it's time for make some water.
Not yet, I'm gonna show you. Don't do the water yet.
Why not?
All right, so that's all I'm gonna do. You add as many details as you want. The more details you add, the better your picture looks. Okay, so now we're ready to add our water. This is where the cool science stuff comes in. We've drawn with a wax or oil-based medium, whether it was crayons or oil pastels. And now we're gonna see what happens when we add water-based paint. I'm going to be using watercolors. If you don't have watercolors, acrylic or tempera paint will work. You just need to make sure that you add water to your paint because you want it to be super thin, not thick. Thick will paint over it. Gotta have that water. I wonder why the water is important. Good question for you to look up. All right, so we're going to use our watercolors.
Watercolors?
Watercolors. All right. So these are watercolor cakes, which means they're actually very dry, and I have to add water to them. So I have my water here. I have my watercolor brush. I'm gonna dip it in the water, and I'm going to use this pretty blue-green color. I have to swirl, swirl, swirl to really activate. And you may, if you're using watercolor.
I use these.
That's a pretty color. If you're using watercolor cakes, you may have to do this a couple of times because you really want it to have more water than paint. All right, let's see how this works. And then I'm gonna come through. Now, what happens when I paint? Because I'm painting directly on top of my drawing. What happens? What do you notice, Everly?
Water.
Yep, we made water. Is it messing up our picture, our drawing?
No.
No, it's still there. Now I can go back and I can add another shade of blue if I want. Maybe make it a little darker towards the bottom. Yeah, where there's not quite as much light. I can even go through with a little bit of yellow or white and add a light element, like the sun is shining through. Okay. Remember, the more details you add to your work, the more unique it is, the more it's you, the better it is. All right. And this is our water-resistant oil pastel. I hope you enjoyed it. Hey, I would love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure you like it, subscribe to our channel. You can check us out on our Facebook page, The At Home Artist. Leave us a note. Let us know how your artwork is going. I'd love to see pictures. Let us know what you would like to see. All right, guys. Have fun. Stay artsy.
You finished?
3, 2, 1. Ready? Okay. 3, 2, 1.
This is my bunny basket. This is a hot use spine map is hop, hop, hop with this. Okay, this is a hop, hop, hop with the back home. And then knock, knock, knock with the back home.
Can you say bye?
Bye.
Can you look at the camera and say bye?
Bye.